Hi, and welcome to LivPrem Yoga's monthly mantra offering. This month we're exploring the Moola mantra. What we'll do is go through each word and syllable, work on its pronunciation, work on its meaning, and then we'll go through the whole mantra together, just in a spoken way, and then we'll create some sounds that allow us to chant together for about 10 or 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoy. So the Moola mantra begins with the syllable Om. This is one of the most commonly used mantras in yoga practice. It has a lot of different meanings, and we could spend a whole class just talking about Om. But let's just kind of go over briefly what Om represents. It is the sound of all creation. So if everything is moving, if everything is vibrating, we know that even solid objects like the floor are made of atoms, and each of these atoms has moving parts. And every movement creates a vibration, and every vibration makes a sound. Our human ears can only hear between 20 and 20,000 cycles per second, so there's a small range of sounds that our human ears can actually detect. But there's sound happening within us and all around us all the time. If only we can only hear just a small piece of that spectrum. So Om is the sound that all manifested creation makes as it is vibrating together. It is sometimes described as the voice of God. It is sometimes described as the sound of 1,000 rushing rivers. And it basically is a cacophony of all the manifested forms of creation vibrating together. And that is our first syllable of this mantra, Om. The second word is Sat. This means true or truth. It is the meaning behind all things. It is the very essence or the true nature of things. The next syllable is Chit. And this syllable means the pure consciousness aspect of the universe that is infinite, eternal, omnipresent, and is the manifesting power of the universe. It's the conscious awareness that flows through our minds, that flows from the divine, and flows through all living things. The next word is Ananda, and this syllable means bliss, happiness, love, and the friendly nature of the universe. It's joyful. The next word is Para Brahma, and this syllable means the supreme being. Para means supreme or great. Brahma is the name given to the creator in Indian philosophy and spiritual traditions. It is the omnipresent aspect, that which is beyond all space and time. Next up we have Purushottama. Purusha is part of this word. Purusha means that which dwells within. It is again that aliveness or divine nature that is within all living things. It is that which dwells within all forms. Uttama means best or excellent, superior. There's a lot of words in this mantra that relate to that highestness or supremeness. So we'll get through some of those as well. Paramatma is the supreme inner energy, which is eminent in every creature, in all beings living and non-living. Para means supreme or great, and Atma is, again, another word for Brahma or that Purusha quality. It is the oversoul of all things. The next up, we have Shri Bhagavati. This word describes the feminine aspect of creation, described as supreme intelligence in action. It is Mother Earth, the divine manifest form that comes from Brahma. Sameta is the next word. It is the Sanskrit word that means together with. Then we move from Shri Bhagavati Sameta, so the divine created aspect, together with Shri Bhagavate. This word is that masculine aspect of creation. This is the creator or the intellect behind the creation. Namaha is another word that we find in a lot of mantras. It means to bow before. You might recognize the very first part of that word, nama, as namaste, meaning I bow to you. So when we take this all together, we get the whole mantra. Om Sat Chit Ananda Para Brahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Bhagavati Sameta Shri Bhagavate Namaha. So let's break that down just a little bit smaller and more manageable. Let's take the first line, Om Sat Chit Ananda. So we have Om, the vibration of all creation, Sat, which means true or truth, Chit, consciousness, Ananda, bliss. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Om Sat Chit Ananda. So that's the first line. Moving on to the next line, we'll take next two lines together. Para Brahma Purushottama. So para, again, means great or supreme or highest. Brahma is the word for creator. Purusho is related to Purusha, which is that spirit, that indwelling spirit that is alive in all things. And Uttama is the second half of that word, which again means great or superior or grand. So we have Para Brahma Purushottama, great or supreme creator that dwells within the form. So like Para meaning great, Brahma meaning creator, Purusha dwelling within, Uttama grand, supreme. So I have the grand, supreme, greatest creator that lives inside me. Para Brahma Purushottama. 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 Finally, we come to our last few lines. Next is Param Atma. Para, again, meaning great or supreme. Atma means soul or essence or spirit. So Param Atma means great oversoul or grand supreme essence of all things. So Param Atma, Param Atma, Param Atma, Param Atma, Param Atma, Param Atma. Finally, we come to the last two lines. First being Shri Bhagavati Sameta. Shri is a title given to something that is honored or acknowledged. So you might have heard Ravi Shankar described as Shri Ravi Shankar, or a spiritual guru or teacher addressed with this title, Shri. Shri then meaning something that we are devoted to or something that we honor. Bhagavati meaning the divine feminine aspect or the created aspect, the manifestation of creation. Sameta meaning together with. Shri Bhagavati Sameta. 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 And finally the last line, Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Shri again is that addressing title. Bhagavate is the masculine aspect of creation or the creator, the intellect behind creation. And Namaha means to bow before. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. 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 So let's take the whole thing together. We'll just speak it together and then we'll begin our chanting practice. Om Sat Chitananda Para Brahma Purushottama Param Atma. Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Let's do that 3 more times. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Para Brahma. Purusho Tama. Param Atma. Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Para Brahma. Purusho Tama. Param Atma. Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Para Brahma. Purushottama Paramatma. Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. Last round. Om Sat Chit Ananda. Para Brahma. Purushottama Paramatma. Shri Bhagavati Samhita. Shri Bhagavate Namaha. So now that we've taken the whole thing together and spoken it together, feel free to stop the video, go back to visit any parts that are still challenging for you. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to the end of the video and sing together in a way that allows us to experience both the devotional quality of the mantra. All of these words are about praising the greatest, supreme essence of things, the bliss of the universe, and acknowledging that that bliss dwells within us. So remember as we begin to chant, this is not about your voice sounding beautiful or you having talent. This is not about your ego or sounding good or impressing anyone. This is about seeing if we can cultivate the meaning behind the words that allows us to chant them, not necessarily with beauty that is seen from outside or heard from outside, but with the kind of beauty and devotion that comes from inside. The way it sounds is way less important than the meaning and the feeling behind with which it is sung. So as you're ready to begin chanting, find yourself in a comfortable seat and we'll get started. So we'll begin by creating a drone sound, beginning to deepen the breath as you hear this sound. Eventually, we'll just begin to either hum or om on our exhale. So taking full deep breaths in and then humming or oming as we exhale to begin to warm up the vocal cords for chanting. Begin to om or hum. Begin to chant the full mantra. Sat Chit Ananda. Guru One more. We'll complete with a few rounds of ohms and just allow some silence before we go on. Few ohms and some silence. Namaste.